Hi, this is Tim Cant for Loopmasters, and in this video we're going to look at how we can use a single melodic loop sample to quickly generate the idea for a bassline house groove. We're going to use Kissy Sell Out Extreme House Bass and Ableton Live in this demonstration, but the techniques we demonstrate can be transferred to pretty much all DAWs and sample libraries. To start, you're going to want to audition some loops and find one that you like the sound of. We're going to generate a full spectrum bass and midline from this sample, so it helps pick something that's not too complicated or octave skipping. In this case, we're going to go for this lovely sample here. We'll set Live's tempo to 126 BPM so the sample will play back in time without being time stretched. And once we drag the sample into Live, we need to turn the clip's warp mode on anyway, just so that we can use Live's audio to MIDI functionality. Once the clip is warped, we right-click it and select Convert Melody to New MIDI Track. Live will generate MIDI from the audio, and while it's generally pretty reliable, the results aren't always perfect, so we need to do a little bit of tweaking. We'll start by quantizing the MIDI clip to make sure it's nice and tight, and you can use the MIDI and audio clip visualization to make sure that the notes are all starting at the right point. You may also need to add and tweak the pitch to some of the notes by ear, but nothing too complicated. Once we've got a MIDI part that follows the audio closely enough, we can replace the default Live instrument rack with an instance of Contact to play back some sampler patches. To quickly thicken the sound up, we'll select one of the bass patches from the Kissy Sell Out library, and we can audition all the patches in the pack by cycling through them. We'll pick this one here. If we put an instance of Voxengo's excellent free Span Spectral Analyzer plugin on the master channel, we can check out the frequency content of our mix so far. Now, you'll see there's no information here in the sub 100 Hz range. And for this style of music, we really need a strong fundamental frequency presence around the sort of 50 Hz region for our sub. We don't need to do anything overly complicated to achieve this. In fact, let's just use Silent 1 set to a square waveform with a bit of low pass filtering. This fills up the low harmonics without getting in the way of the mid sounds we've already got. Of course, now we need a beat, so let's blam this lovely one in here now. Typically, you want to sidechain compress the bass off the kick drum, but you'll notice that this beat doesn't have a 4/4 kick, it's more of a breakbeat style pattern. So we're probably not going to want to use something sort of simple like LFO Tool or Kickstarter. Instead, we're going to group the bass sounds, add the compressor, set the sidechain routing to the beat, and activate the compressor's built-in sidechain compressor set to low pass mode on the EQ. This means that it just hears the lowest element of the input signal, the kicks, and will only duck the bass when the kicks are playing. Finally, we can use span to help us mix the elements, and there we have it. We've got a groove going on that's filling up the frequency range nicely, giving us a great starting off point for a track.